I mentioned earlier, there has been huge voter turnout across the country, with 62 million people having already voted. Many of those voters, I should say, are first-time voters. And in key battleground states, newly registered Democrats are outnumbering new Republicans. Meanwhile, the state of Texas is seeing massive voter turnout. Nearly 7 million people have voted in the state so far, nearly 80% of the total vote in Texas in 2016. It remains to be seen which party is benefiting most from that huge turnout. But so far, more Republicans in Texas have voted early than Democrats. I'm joined now by Maria Hinojosa, president and founder of the Futuro Media Group and author of Once I Was You, a memoir of love and hate in a torn America. Great book. You all should read it. And Kurt Bardella, senior advisor to the Lincoln Project, whose book is coming shortly, I'm sure. Let's go through, Maria, some of what these numbers are showing us, because we're seeing in Texas, Donald Trump up, at least in the Siena poll, slightly. It's right at the margin of error, 47-43. But the Texas turnout has just been buffo. And Hispanic voters, this is what the New York Times is writing, might just be the group that keeps the state red a while longer. Biden has a lead of only 57% to 34% among Hispanic voters, somewhat beneath the estimates of Clinton's support among Hispanic voters 4 years ago. That is surprising to me, that if the turnout is huge and Latinx turnout is huge, why is that net benefiting Trump?
Well, Joy, who knows, right? I mean, at this point, this is all, we're going to come to an end game pretty soon. So we're going to understand what's going on. But here's what I'm thinking. First of all, with polls and Latinos, I always have some questions because people really don't know well how to do thorough polling with Latinos and Latinas. That just is historical. Here's one thing that I'm hearing. Yes, a dear friend of mine, somebody who I consider my abuelito, my grandfather, just told me that he is a Trump supporter. Mexican-American from the border, huge supporter of civil rights, victim of racism himself. And he said, I'm voting for Trump because he's been good for my retirement account, which was shocking. So I've been hearing that. Also that Trump has made inroads in this whole notion of the cities are out of control and he's going to go socialist. Biden will go socialist because of Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. All right. Here's the other thing, though. I have heard similar stories about Republicans, Latino Republicans, who are saying they just voted in Texas and they voted for Biden for the first time. And these are solid Latino Republican voters who have said we've had it up to here with the president's rhetoric. But I think one of the key things in Texas is the youth vote that no one is really talking about, that could offset the older votes like mi abuelito, who just told me he's voting for Trump. And I don't think his grandkids or his kids will vote for Trump. And that's something that we'll have to see.
Hey there, I'm Chris Hayes from MSNBC. Thanks for watching MSNBC on YouTube. If you want to keep up to date with the videos we're putting out, you can click subscribe just below me or click over on this list to see lots of other great videos.